Hello everybody, today we are touring Housefolio's monthly showcase for books and fairy tale themed houses. We are starting on EU today. Looking forward to seeing some of these incredible creations inspired by various tales from around the world. We are starting in Dadpin's Moon Sugar Meadow that is inspired by the Shire, Hobbiton. The Shire, based on the famous J.R.R. Tolkien novels, The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings. The Shire was settled by hobbits, small folk, in the year TA 1601, year 1 by Shire reckoning. This lush and fertile land was ideal for them, for all hobbits share a love of things that grow. Today, it's Bilbo Baggins' 111th birthday party. Come and say hello to the locals, wildlife, and visit some well-known places like Bagshot Row, the Party Tree, the Bridge over Bywater, and the Green Dragon, currently closed for renovation. Cue music changing to the Lord of the Rings theme, and ready, go. Oops, I'm not walking. There we go, okay. So this is Moon Sugar Meadow. I love the transformation of this entry. They've walled off the bridge, put some hedges over it, added some extra greenery. And look at our little hobbit houses in the background. All the sunflowers. This is a really good house choice for this build because it's already so green. And I like the hedges kind of marking the edges of the build. Are we allowed to sit? Do we get to sit? Oh, we can sit. Look at that. You see the party tree. This is lovely. Alright, let's keep going. Hello, little pig. I still do not have this pet, and it makes me so sad. The pieces just refuse to drop for me. Let's see. What is that for the gate? Leeuwin Gate Wooden Garden. Imagine that. Oh, it does open. Okay. This looks like it is not actually an opening or a door that opens. Just wanted to get a close-up look at that. I like the arches with the columns on the side to help delineate where that door is. Make sure we close the gate behind us. You already want to live here? Yes. Are Bosmer the hobbits of Elder Scrolls lore? They have some similarities, but to my knowledge, hobbits are not cannibals. And Bosmer are. Hobbits lock the door, probably away. That's fine. Absolutely fine. This one seems to have been left ajar, so we'll go peek in there. To your knowledge. Listen, I am not intimately familiar with the dietary habits of hobbits, okay? I love those high aisle windows tucked into the arches there. That looks so good. And then what doors do we have here? Bargrave door, okay. Bargrave door with these high aisle arches. And the Leeuwin garden arches to just make this absolutely wonderful, round hobbit house. Let's take a peek inside. I'm going to jump over the doorstep. Feels so cozy in here. food left out on the table. Cozy little cooking area. Bowl of mushrooms, basket of apples, fish ready to be cooked. Not sure what significance. I believe that's Alessia. Not sure what significance Alessia is meant to have in this context. I will admit, I have seen the Lord of the Rings movies. I have not read the books. I am not intimately familiar with the lore. So I recognize a lot of the I guess more common images and scenes, but I'm probably going to miss some of the more specific details. Of course, the mushrooms. What book do we have in here? The Cliffstrider song. So if anybody does catch any details that I miss, please point them out to me, because it is definitely not intentional. This is very cozy in here, though. I love it. Now that door was open when we came in. I'm gonna leave it open, assuming that that is intentional since the others are blocked off. If that was not intended to be open, I do apologize. This one is closed over here, though. I always want to leave houses the way that I find them. So closing doors, setting lights to the way I found them. You're gonna poke inside here. Okay, so this looks like our crafting area for our hobbitses. Close that door. Pumpkin patch with the scarecrow. See the party tree. Gee, I wonder where that could be. Hello, pony. Oh, look, we've got a house building cobbled over in the distance there. We'll make our way that way after we see everything that's over here. Love the giant pile of sweet rolls. That item comes from a furnishing pack. The Heart's Day. Get the name of the furnishing pack. It's for Heart's Day. Giant pile of sweet rolls. And of course, what party would be complete without cake? Probably the mill. Okay. What do we have? Oh, we've got a show going on under here. Hello, Mr. Mime. I don't see these tents used very often. New Bones avatar, yes! Yes, this is the debut of my new PNG tuber. I love her so much. So much. If you guys need your own art, go check out Sumi. I sent her a picture of me and said, hey, can you turn me into a PNG tuber? And she said, heck yeah, I can. And this is what she came up with, and it's amazing. I love it so much. She did an amazing job with it. So I'm no longer a bat. I'm a real person, kind of. Yes, very happy with it. very happy with it. I will probably play around with the size a little bit. The way it is right now, I can barely have a chat box. So I may make it a tiny bit bigger so that I can actually read what's in my chat. And I'm planning to get a few emotes to match as well. So I love the bats, I love the bones, the skulls, but I feel like I need a couple emotes that match my new avatar, because she's amazing. I love it. Love it so much. What else do we have? We've got a drum and is that a cymbal? Play some music. I like the, what are those called? The festive flowers added on top of the hedges here. That's such a nice little detail. And of course, we've got these big tall posts with all the colorful flag banners. Love it. And I like the greenery spilling out over this rock wall. Again, tiny little detail. It works so nicely. We've got our drunk cat friend. Our ale. Because what hobbit party would be complete without a little bit too much ale? Alright. This is one of those large buildings. We're gonna run a little bit, just because walking everywhere is so very slow. Looks like another door that we can open. Hayden, thank you so much for that follow. Another cozy little house. Now, I believe... maybe not. I was going to say, I think this is sunk down a little bit, so the doorway is not quite so tall. But it might just be that size naturally. Another cozy little cooking area. It looks like we're making some stew. Yum. Okay, tiny little detail. I noticed this in the last house too, that the plate that is on the table matches what's being cooked in the kitchen. Teeny tiny little detail, but I love it. Absolutely not necessary. Did I mention that I love it? So this stew matches what's on the provisioning station in here, and the plate from the last house had some fish and veggies on it that matched what was in the kitchen. Hopefully it's not Eowyn stew. I don't get that reference. Cozy fireplace. Beautiful painting of far off places. That painting looks like it could be from the Shire or someplace just outside of the Shire. Green, meadows, mushrooms. Who are you? I'm not super familiar with all the statuettes. Kinnereth. Okay. And our stack of paper. I love these little hobbit holes. I like the window planters along the walkway. Just that little bit of extra decor for the area. Again, not something that's necessary to the build, but adds just a little bit of extra life. A couple more houses here that are closed off. They are probably off enjoying the party. Oh, look at that bridge! I cannot wait to get to that bridge. I see a windmill as well. See the smoking chimney on top of the one building. What's inside here? Again, this door is open, and I'm not sure that it was intended to be left open. But I am a guest here, and I don't want to ruin whatever illusion has been created in here. So if that was intended to be closed, I am sorry. I am going to leave it open because that is how I found it. Again, another painting that looks like it could very well be part of the Shire or the forest outside of the Shire. See, what do we have here? Some vegetables and some kind of mystery meat, maybe a slice of pork. Oh, ham. Look at that. Ham, vegetables. We've got tomatoes and lettuce and corn. So again, the meal on the table perfectly matches what is in the kitchen. Tiny, tiny little detail. But I love it so much. Alright, we are going to head this way. I think I saw all the things to see over here by the tree and these houses, little hobbit holes. I love them. Oh, we've got a bench over here with a fishing pole. What else is on here? A fish! How fitting. How fitting. I see this building up here, and there is a walkway from this rock. So let's take a peek over here. I want to get a good view of that bridge as well. Is this a house we can go in? It is not. I think I would agree that this is probably the mill, since we've got this water wheel. And the windmill as well in the distance. Love that. Alright, let's head over here. We're gonna jump down. And it looks like we've got some traps in the water as well. Nice weather for visiting. It is. It's so nice and sunny. So nice and sunny. I love it. I hate going to houses like during a rainstorm because I feel like you miss things because the weather is there obscuring it. And I really hope that one of the things they add in the future is a weather control. So I am so happy that we have nice clear weather today. For now. Got another bench over here with fish hanging down. Love that. Yes, weather control would be amazing. I feel like since we got the time control, weather control is kind of the next step. So I hope that they're working on it. I really do. Immersive build looks believable and beautiful. It really does. But like I said, I'm not intimately familiar with Lord of the Rings. But I do remember what the Shire looks like from the movies, and this, I can feel it. I absolutely feel it. It is so calm and tranquil, and you can feel the kind of fun in the party. Oh, there's a bunny over there. I missed the bunny. See the bunny? Hey, Bun Bun. You can feel the fun in the party, and the coziness of the hobbit holes with the fish over here, both the fishing pole and the traps. It feels like they are hard at work and enjoying every minute of it. And this, let me see, this is Bridge over Bywater, Green Dragon, currently closed for renovation. I'm guessing that's what this is. We've got, where did he go? There was a little green dragon friend floating around. Where did he go? I didn't imagine him, did I? I do hope we'll get weather control. I feel like it starts raining each time you want to make screenshots of a house. Yes. So, Pem the Gremlin, hello. Thank you so much for that follow. Last week I was... Oh, there he is. I knew he was here. So I'm guessing that this is the green dragon that is closed for renovation. Last week I was judging the Real Endgame's ESO lore housing contest and was working on getting the videos up on YouTube over the weekend, and I needed a screenshot for my cover photo. And so I hopped back in ESO and started porting around to houses, and it was raining in every single one of them, and I was so sad. I ended up sitting in one house for like an hour waiting for it to stop raining. It was so bad. Oh, I really do hope that weather control is coming. This is such a fun, cozy build. I'll walk right into a tree, it's fine. I don't see anything along the banks over there to go check out. I can't see anything underneath the windmill. We've got our fishing area, our mill. Let me run back this way. We'll do a quick run around real quick. Peek behind the curtain, maybe. Make sure we're not missing anything. If it were Skyrim, you could just use the clear skies shout. Is that a thing? Is this Moonsugar Meadow? It is. This is Dadpin's Moonsugar Meadow on PCEU. It has been turned into a very lovely, cozy, peaceful shire. So green and lush. Absolutely love it. I think that I have seen everything there is to see in this one. I love the pig. We're going to say hi to the pig again. Hello, pig. This is Dadpin's Dawnshadow, inspired by the legend of King Arthur. This is based on the many tellings of the King Arthur story. Arthur drew forth the blade Excalibur from the stone, and thus began his reign in Camelot as a just and benevolent king. His lands and people prospered greatly under his rule, but as with most things, this happiness would not last. Greed, lust, and deceit crept into the kingdom, poisoning the hearts and minds of those closest to him, until his downfall at the hands of his own son. Come and relive the classic folktale in this story-driven version of King Arthur. I am very excited about this build. Very excited. Let's see, Q, Monty Python, and the Holy Grail references. I might actually get those references. Me! Oh my goodness. I I love the King Arthur story. I love it so much. I'm very excited to get into this. So right away, got this tree and hedge wall sending us off this very narrow winding path. So, ooh, okay, I'm going to zoom in a little bit because we're getting trees in our face. Oh, look at that. Oh. I can only assume that this must be the scene where Arthur is pulling the sword from the stone. That is really well done. What is that glow? Does the sword glow like that by itself? Meridian moat. Okay. Neat. Meridian moat from the crates. Yes, I do have one of those. I hadn't seen it used just for the glow. I have it as a spotlight on my music boxes. That is such a nice scene. I love that so much. Another hand has touched the beacon. Sword. I love this. Oh, so good. Okay, what's next? Okay, we came in that way. I love how the mazes and the trees are just corralling us down this path. Very well laid out. There is no question of which way you need to go. White flower vines coming down here. And into the castle. Oh, look at this. They have completely reskinned the outside of Dawnshadow. This is a Khajiit style house. And they've turned it into a castle. Holy smokes. So tall. It's only a model. Oh, we've got the basalt pool and the, I think those are the Somerset waterfalls. To give a nice little moat under the bridge here. Our royal blue banners. Holy guacamole, right? I love this so much. Appreciate the architecture for a second here. Cave-like entrance. So nice. Those Necrom archways. I've been seeing a lot of those Necrom archways, and they're so good. So good. Alright. Nice use of the fact that the waterfalls don't obey gravity, so you can heat the water horizontally. Yes. Okay, so I love how they've kept kind of the ornate trimmings of this Khajiit house, but added the stone walls to cover up the kind of dirty, the wood walls that are naturally here. I love that. And then, of course, we've got King Arthur, Excalibur there in the corner, and his queen. What is the queen's name? Is it Guinevere? It's been a while since I've read up on King Arthur's story. It used to be I could tell you everything from start to finish, all the details, and it just That was years and years ago, before children made my brain into mush. I love this, though. Oh, which way to go? Which way to go? We've been going left. We will continue going left. This is a house that demands a reskin, or at least a Clorox wipe, yes. The crown skull for just the crown, yes. That is the Aleid King, jeweled skull of Aleid Kings. That is a skull with a golden crown on top of it. And so we have just used, or sunk it down into the head of this statue. So that it looks like he's got a crown. Little bit of awkward placement, but it gets the point across. Let's see, what's... Oh, that's not actually a door. Okay. What is that for a doorknob? A cup of rice. Okay, that is a very convincing door. I thought we were going to go through there. Very, very nice reskin, and they've added this nice floor in here as well, I think. That is, yeah, the solitude floor. And cup of rice. RealFakeDoors.com. Chambers for the mage. Ooh. Oh, yeah, we've got... Okay, I see. We've got our constellation tiles. So we've got our king and queen, and there is a mage in front of this door. That makes sense. That makes sense. So that must be where Merlin resides. What's behind the curtain? Curtain in the face, it's fine. Very lovely, ornate trim in this room, and I love that they have found a way to keep that ornate trim, but still turn it into a castle. What is going on here? The Leowen tapestries are innately Monty Python too. Yes! Yes, they really are. They really are. The Lover. Got a factotum head in his hand. A Lancelot. Could be. Could be. Like I said, it's been a while since I've read any of the King Arthur story. I love this round table. Got everybody's helmets. And Excalibur leaning against the seat over there. These are a really good throne choice to use in this room as well. Very fancy, fitting of a castle. Okay, so the factotum head is meant to be the helmet that he has pulled off. And pulled a flower out to profess his undying love. Now you're picturing an armless factotum cobble hopping on one leg. I'm invincible! Lancelot and Guinevere, okay. Oh, so nice. What's through here? Little hallway. 'Tis but a flesh wound. Oh. We've got a little cradle. It's always concerned me that there are cradles in the game, but no children. Very, very nice. Is that another Kinnereth? No, Duchess Martine. Best you can do is stick Prior Theric's head in a cradle for a very disturbing baby. Oh, Trass. Trass, that is horrifying. That is absolutely horrifying. Oh my goodness. This is a very, very nice, fancy, but cozy bedroom. The flower petals on the bed. See what's out here. Oh, there's more. There's more. We do have ads starting in about a minute and a half. I'm going to keep going through the ads. If you guys get ads, the VOD will be up for rewatching later, and I will be getting these up on YouTube as well. But because I have limited time, because I have to go get the kids from school in just a few short hours, I want to make sure we get as many houses done as possible, so I am going to keep going through the ads. What else do we have down here? Stairs. Oh no. This feels kind of ominous. Like, what could possibly be down here? This is really, really well laid out. A great use of the space in this house and the tiny balcony that the door normally takes you to. Yes. Okay, this takes us all the way down. Oh, well, hello. Get a little hanky-panky going on there. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's, Stinky Lancelot. And I like that we've got the flower here to indicate that this is the same individual that we saw up in the castle. Canoodling behind Arthur's back, right? Oh, and this must be where things start getting dark. Oh, yes. War breaks loose. And there's Our Lady in the Lake. Excalibur. This with the crown laying next to him must be Arthur in his death. Drama. So much drama here. This is a very dramatic area. Got all of the skeletons in the rubble here. You can feel the war taking place. Absolutely feel it. Alright, what is behind the glow? Interesting spot they got stabbed. Oh goodness, what's going on in here? Okay, okay. What are the birds from? Is that a statue? Is that that's the... Kinnereth, okay. I do not have this statue yet, and I'm mad about it. Sorry for the leaves in your face. Right in the frankenbeans. Arthur's dead, and this is Avalon. Yes. Okay. Oh. There's more! Every time I think we're at the end, there's more. Oh my goodness. Oh. Our magical chalice here. Good statue to put there. Okay, what's hiding up these stairs? Got our Alinor walls here now instead of the Solitude ones. Or the Leowan ones, whichever were being used before. There is Arthur's crown. Okay. Arthur's resting place. Wow. I'm not gonna lie, this is making me want to go back and start rereading the King Arthur stories. Because it's kind of making me mad that I recognize the things, but I can't put the names to them. Because I used to know these stories so well. And I just, like, I recognize them, but I cannot actually place the things. And it's making me so sad. Because this is so well done. Love the storytelling in this build, yes. And it's like, as you're mentioning the names in chat, it's sparking the little bits of memory and going, oh, right, that's what that is. I knew that. Oh, goodness. You guys, kids turn your brain into mush if you didn't know. Fanciest Toyota you've ever seen. Okay, I think this might finally be the end of the build. I only say finally because I feel like every single time I turn around, there's another staircase. This build is so well laid out. They've made such amazing use of this space. All the little walkways and stairways. Just, it's so incredibly well done with all the architecture leading you to where you need to go for the next bit of the story. And I love it. Yeah, the whole story is here. Absolutely. From Arthur pulling the sword out of the stone to his ultimate death and resting place in Avalon. So very well done. This is Arehova's Forgemaster Falls that is inspired by Hogwarts from the Harry Potter series. Alright, so we come in and they have sent us to the back. Oops, let's get rid of that guest journal. There we go. That won't float in our face the entire time. I need to fix my EHT so I can actually sign the guest journals. Beautifully created walkway here. See if we can catch a glimpse of anything from the sides of the walkways. Nothing yet. Hey, Astral Shadows, how you doing? Okay, we are off of the walkway. Oh, would you look at that? Okay, we're gonna come over here a little bit. And there we have our Hogwarts-inspired build. Lovely. Oh, I keep saying that one of these days I'm gonna build a castle, and then I keep not doing it. Grand view, yes. Lurking while working. Love our lurk workers. Work lurkers? Work lurkers. I know words. Hogwarts, Hogwarts, Hoggy, Hoggy, Hogwarts. Oh my goodness, this is so well done. And those Fargrave pieces work so well for a grand build like this. Now with update 43 coming out in just a week from today, as we are viewing this, we are getting some really, really grand staircases that are going to make big castle builds like this even more fun. I'm so excited for them. Really good placement of that. The castle on either side of the waterfall. Very, very well done. I like the walkway across the waterfall too. Appreciating the outside architecture for a moment before we get up these stairs, which also seem to be very well placed. I'm gonna run up them though. And all of these stones here, this is not part of the original house. All of these stones here off to the side have been placed here to create this build. You can see the original house there in the distance. So they rerouted us. Instead of coming up through the original house, they had us go from the start. We turned around and went around the back to come up this side. And so all of these big rocks here off to the side were built to kind of block off the original house. And it works so well. Works so well. It gives a really nice base for these staircases. So they are not, floating in midair as we often have with the big stairs. I'm really impressed with the columns going all the way down that waterfall. That bottom one there looks like it's bowing out a little bit. I hope that does not indicate that the bridge is about to go out. I'm sure there's some kind of magic holding it together. Okay, now here we are arriving at Hogwarts. We've got our little griffin friend. We have the carts full of everybody's trunks, cages for their magical companions. Broom, of course. Cauldron. This is lovely. Very lovely. And I really like those Deadlands stairs used as the roof here. From this angle, it looks like shingles. But that is actually a staircase. It works very, very well there. Oh, and we've got... Oh, they use stairs as part of the wall here as well. And then we have the Eleanor greenhouse. That is so very grand. I'm gonna run over here so I can get that full view. Kind of. Wow. So very grand. Let's see if we can go inside. We can indeed. Oh, would you look at that. Beautiful stained glass window. Oh, there's more. Okay, we're going to go ahead and close this. So I think we might be coming back out to go see the other building. Wow. So this is going to be the Great Hall. Oh. they've even got the snow falling from the ceiling. Oh my goodness. We've got all the tables laid out for the students to sit at. And we've got, this must be Christmas at Hogwarts. And our sorting hat. But if you guys are at all familiar with the Harry Potter books and Hogwarts, it is a magical, enchanted ceiling that is often invisible, clear. You can see up into the night sky, and the weather effect kind of comes through the ceiling. So you have snow that drifts down and kind of dissipates above the heads of everybody. And I think rain does the same thing. And the floating candles. Absolutely amazing. Very incredible. Oh, and look, we've got all the different banners too. So we have red for Gryffindor, yellow for Hufflepuff, green for Slytherin, and blue for Ravenclaw. Very well done. You're a designer in real life, game designer in development. Oh, fun. Appreciate you showing this stuff. I love it. The ESO housing community is so freaking creative. And I love seeing what everybody comes up with, because you buy these pre-made houses that you can, just decorate as normal run-of-the-mill houses. Look at these are the, what are they called? The winding staircases? The ones that they change? So you get these little houses and you can decorate them just as a normal house. That's, kind of, I'm going to say run-of-the-mill, nothing special about it, but you can absolutely make run-of-the-mill, nothing special houses feel very special and well done and incredibly well thought out. Cozy. Those are some of my favorite builds. That's actually what I do best, I think. But then you have these others where they block off the main house. I love all the paintings in here. All the paintings. It feels like that staircase in Hogwarts. You have other houses like this one where they block off the main house that comes with the property. And they build something completely custom. And that is kind of beyond my skill level. And I so love seeing everybody's creations. Oh my god, they've made one of the common rooms. Is this going to be Gryffindor? That doesn't look like the singing lady. Which one is this? I see the red carpet, which makes me think Gryffindor. Oh, wow. Oh, is this our little house elf? He's cute. Floating books, broomstick by the rocking chair that is cobbled. So let me show you this. We have a rocking chair. We have, I think, one rocking chair that is just a plain wood item. They have cobbled, they have made their own rocking chair. They've taken a cradle and they've added these two pillows on top of it. And so that is 3 separate items to make one rocking chair. And it looks so cozy, so comfortable. Creature or someone fed Dobby after midnight. Oh my goodness. Wait, Dobby has socks. Dobby does have socks, so that might be Dobby. Or what's the... Oh, what's the other one? The female one. I can't remember her name. And we have a variety of bookcases. Some of them come with books on them. Some of them are empty. And you'll see people hand place these books. Winky, yes. Thank you. So fitting for the Gryffindor room. Yes, it really is. It really is. What bed is this? A red guard bed. Okay. So we don't have a lot of cozy sofas. So a lot of people will take two beds and put them together like this to make a sofa. So fun. And this may be butterbeer, possibly. Coco. I think it's another elf, not Dobby, because the elf seems pissed off about the socks. Oh, and our game table. Oh, we've got more of these cobbled rocking chairs. I kind of love that they cobbled them instead of using the one that's available, because we have a, what is it, Breton, I think, that is an already existing rocking chair, and I think it's the only one in the game. There might be two. There's probably a Breton one and an Imperial one. But I love that they cobbled these instead, because the cradles are a little bit wider than the available rocking chair, and would not allow the pillows to be placed so well. Low-backed rocking chairs are a vibe. Yes. I do wish I could sit on these rocking chairs because they just look so cozy. So cozy. This is wonderful. I love the floating books. And we've got paper and quill here also floating. Oh, goodness. Got a door there. We have stairs this way. Let's go up the stairs. Oh, we can't. There's an invisible wall. Okay. So we have reached the edge of the property. We cannot go this way. They have continued building past the edge of the property to give the illusion that there is more space. And that by itself is something that takes a lot of skill, because once you place an item outside of the limits of the house, it can get very difficult to place it properly. It makes it very hard to target. You usually have to go into the housing menu rather than just putting your mouse over it. So that by itself is a whole nother skill. Whole separate skill, and I love it. Honestly, this is one house where floating items always make sense. Exactly. Yep. So this is the Gryffindor common room, and I love it. I love it. Let's keep going up these stairs. I think this might be... Okay. I think this might be the end of this staircase, because that looks like a wall that we're not going to be able to go through. There's puppies! Sorry, I'm okay. So this is going to be our Fluffy, our three-headed dog. Oh my goodness. So this is going to be the, it's been a long time since I have watched the movies or read the books. I grew up with the Harry Potter stories. But they've got the Philosopher's Stone hidden under this trapdoor that Fluffy, our three-headed dog, is guarding. And the way to get past him was to sing a song and put him to sleep. And so that is so very well done. Also, I got excited for puppies. Don't mind me. I'm okay. The third floor corridor is off limits. Okay, we're going to make a running jump and see if we can get over there. Okay, I did not actually jump, but I did make it over here. Mini Cerberus, dang, yes. So in the books, in the movies, this hall of staircases, the stairs move back and forth. They like rotate through the hall to like meet up with each other. So you can see, like right now, there is not a staircase attached to this platform. But at some point, those stairs would rotate, and one of them would attach to this platform, so you could continue going up. And I imagine that would get very confusing. I already get lost without a mini-map. I can't imagine if the directions for things changed. Okay, so again, we have met with the invisible wall. We cannot go any further here. But they've got another platform with more stairs over there. They've got another door looking up there. So they have continued building off into past the boundaries of the house, which is just always so impressive. They got a lot in here for the amount of slots. They did. This is a 600 slot house, and they are at 600. And I imagine they have probably used a handful of special items as well. So pets count as special items. Not music boxes. Pets, house guest, merchant banker. Some items have a special category that they fit in so they don't take away from that 600. How many platforms are there? 9 3/4. Not quite. But this is very well done. It absolutely gives the feeling of that stairway. And I love the common room. Love that so much. Okay. I'm gonna try to jump over there. Again, I'm not actually jumping because my spacebar is not working. That's fine. Dadpin, hello! Welcome in! Thank you so much for that follow. Thank you for touring my houses. Lovely Hogwarts is too lurking. Absolutely, I adore your houses. Such great creativity and skill goes into them, and I love seeing all of the amazing houses that people come up with. So thank you so much for allowing me this opportunity. Okay, I'm gonna try not to get lost here. That's the way we came in. And that looks like it's probably another common room. There was nowhere to go down here. We looked down there. I love it. So well done. Run this way. This was our amazing great hall with the snow falling from the ceiling. I'm so in awe of that one little detail. Like, they absolutely could have just put the floating candles there and called it done. And instead they added the snow, and it's just that little extra bit that throws this over the top. Such a great detail. Ah, I can't target the door. Hang on. Here we go. Dinner time soon. We'll be listening a bit. You do nice tours. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I do try to get all the little details added in there because I know that you guys put so much work into these. I'm a houser myself, so I understand the amount of time and work that goes into getting a house just right. So I never want to miss anything, and I always want to call out all the little details that I see. Suddenly getting a lot of nostalgia for the earlier Harry PPC games. I never played any of the games. But I want to say, like, I really got into Harry Potter in, like, 3rd grade. I want to say, like, the first 3 or 4 books were out at that point. I don't remember exactly. Let me back up and get these. Get this view over here. I love that. You've got the towers upon towers. I don't remember exactly what book was coming out when I got into Harry Potter. But I think right around 3rd grade, 4th grade, really started getting into them. Oh, wow. Pretty. You had the first game on PS1 and the second on PS2. I never got into the games. We didn't really have a gaming system when I was growing up, though. Like, we had an old school Super Nintendo. And we had a Mario game. And we had what else did we have? not a lot. We did not have a lot of options. And so if I wanted to play other games, I had to go to a friend's house. Because we didn't have it. This is really neat. A library. Oh, the floating books. Very nicely done. Kind of makes me wonder if the restricted section is like hidden behind one of those walls back there. These bookcases stacked on top of each other are wonderful. That castle is just so well done. Hi, little friend. Can I walk with you? I would like to pet you, but Zos said I'm not allowed. Zos doesn't let us pet the pets, and it makes me so very sad. This is absolutely incredible. There's a petable dog in West Weald. Yeah, they've started adding, the last couple of chapters, they've added some creatures throughout the map that you can pet. So there's, let's see, there's a dog that you can pet in Blackwood. There's a whole pet cafe in Blackwood? Really? I only know about the dog. Then I know High Isle has like a whole achievement for tracking down like 7 or 8 different critters that you can pet. There's a horse and a couple of cats and a dog. And let me see. Westfield has a cat that you can pet. There's one like right outside the Skingrad Mages Guild, I think. Like right where you would pick up the scribing quest. If you turn around, there's a cat there that you can pet. There are like whole forum like threads dedicated to all the pets that you can pet. All the critters throughout Tamriel that you can pet. Impressive build, grand views, grand structures, and funny details. Yes, this is such a great build. So good. Very impressive. And Corollary has petable griffins. Yes, this is true. This is very true. This is Ladytech's Captain Margeaux's place, inspired by Pinocchio. This is Geppetto's workshop. So already porting in, you can see all of the woodworking tools, the toys off to the side on the table. You can see Pinocchio in the background, and we've got our little fairy floating around. And I grew up with Pinocchio. It was one of my mom's favorite movies, and this is bringing back all of the warm and fuzzies from watching Pinocchio when I stayed home sick, because that's what she would put on. And we've got the cat. Oh, what's the cat's name? I just completely blanked on it. Completely blanked on the cat's name. And before there's a donkey somewhere. Figaro! Thank you! Thank you. Figaro. I would love to pet you, but I can't. Love all of this. Oh, I love the pillow added into this box of rugs. Oh, that's clever. So we have kind of limited wood, like raw wood items to make a proper like wood workshop. So we have this, the stack of logs, and we have smaller piles of like firewood, but we don't have like processed lumber. And so what they've done is taken these big elsewhere pillars and sunk them into the wall of this house to just get this manageable chunk of lumber that can be carved down. And that's really clever. Really clever. Oh, and that's a clock on the wall. Oh, I gotta get a closer look at that. Wow, what did they use for this? No. Okay, so we've got the middle piece on this, if I can target it again, is just the very tip top of the Hughesbane bed. It's a four-poster bed with a canopy on it. And so they've used just the very tip from that canopy as the center of this clock. And this, like, these tiny little details here this is what I love so much about cobbling. All these tiny little pieces smushed together. I never would have thought to do that. I don't like that bed naturally. It's not something that I'm ever going to use as a bed. To use just the tip top of that for this shiny little detail in the middle of a clock is amazing. And then we've got, let me see, the vampiric container for the base. Elsewhere brazier for the rim. And the amino cores for the hands of the clock. That is so well done. And a sundial, which is very fitting for a clock. That is so very well done. Kudos to that clock. Remember a story about a princess and a canopy bed? Oh, JT. Of course, we've got our lovely clock here as well. Oh, look at all of this. I love, we've got, looks like it's meant to be wood shavings, sawdust, etc. They've used the rough hay beds to get kind of a sawdust texture that works really well there. And just look at the variety of carvings on this table. And we've got our paint palette as well. It's probably meant to be like a bowl of wood stain or sealer or something not blood like the actual item is. Murkmire totem as a carved head, right? Like a mask maybe? And all of our little tools as well. Let's see, is this the little turtle that opens? There's a turtle box, and there's a turtle doll. So this is the doll. There's also a turtle that opens. I think that one might be metal, though. So very well done. Oh, is that another clock? It is! So they've used kind of the same base for the center with that bed, and it looks like the sundial and the brazier and the amino cores as the hands, and then added these. What even is that? The reach chandelier. Wow. That is great. I love that. That is a very colorful, very beautiful clock. And all of these different carvings. We've got our wind chime here as well. A rocking horse. Look at this rocking horse creature thing. That is so clever. Looks like we've got a stool for the bottom of it. A Velothi kneeler. And then those wood cutting blocks. The Murkmire totem. Pillow and a broom. Wow. That is so very clever. And so cute. I mean, the face is a little bit terrifying, but let's go with it. That's fine. And then another clock. Now this one's more my style. It's a coffin. And I love that they're using the same kind of base as the center. That looks like it's maybe not the... Okay, not the Hughesbane bed. They use a Redguard lantern for the center on this one. But I love it so much. And then we've got a space-saving item here. There was a trophy. Here, the Battle Master, I think, is from Dragonstar? I think. Love it. So well done. The story of Pinocchio reads better in the original gel. I wouldn't know. I am only really familiar with the Disney version. This is going to be our ledger, probably. Nice stack of books. Another broom tucked over here. Nice hearth. The tea kettle hanging over it. Oh, I love that. All the blue ritual candles. Was Geppetto actually a necromancer? No, so I believe what is happening here is that this is Pinocchio as a toy. And this coming through the window. You can kind of see the scene over here. We've got the moon and the light shining through the window. So this is going to be when our little fairy comes through and turns Pinocchio into a real boy. I believe that is what's happening here. Now, I love the clothing station sunken into this cabinet to give it some extra workspace. What is this? What are you? Is that a potato? I think that's a potato. It is. It's a potato. I love that. And then this, the Apocrypha thing there is the replica Fate Weaver key. I believe you get from the achievement vendor for Xander's quest, I think. We've got a potato. I think this is supposed to be a doll or some kind of toy. That's really, really clever. Is that Jiminy Cricket? Is that meant to be Jiminy? I could see that. This is our little wish fairy. This is so well done. And I love that we've got a door over here. Now, this house is only this big. This Captain Margeaux's place is just this one square room. And so I love that there is a door in this corner that... I really appreciate that there is this door in the corner that kind of alludes to some extra space, probably where Geppetto is sleeping, his bedroom. So he is going to be sleeping back there while the magical wish fairy is down here, turning Pinocchio into a real boy. I love it. Oh, that's a nice little detail too. So there's this ladder against the wall. And I wasn't sure what it was there for, but if you actually come over here and stand next to it and look up, there is a trap door there that probably leads to an attic. So that makes sense. Pinocchio is amazing. Yes, it is such an interesting story. But this Pinocchio creation here is so well done. Let's take a look at some of the items used in this. Maybe if I hit the right buttons. So we've got... Okay, so his hat up here is these round bread loaves. He's got a feather in his cap. Wood elf vessel, tiered ceramic for his face. With what are the actual pieces of his face? Oh, there's a rug for his body. Okay. Beats. What's the beats? I don't want to completely tear this apart. A little bit of mystery is nice, right? The rough crate lids for the legs. Just this whole thing is so well done. The animal core again. Orcish lantern. Wow. Alright, we'll leave it at that. We'll leave the rest of it as a mystery. But just so very well done. We even got the wooden piece there as kind of the... I don't know the technical term for the wooden piece that's at the top of a puppet string marionette thing. But they have that detail there, and I love that it was included. It was so very well done. And I like all the little tools strewn about. All the little different pieces from the toy making, the fabrics and the paints, and Figaro over here with his ball of yarn. Love it. And this mannequin here is part of the armory station. So they've just sunk the armory station way into the wall so that just this mannequin sticks out. And that is so, so clever, because we don't otherwise have one. I love this. I really love the rocking horse. It makes me so happy. So freaking happy. This build makes me happy. This is Luniele's Stillwaters Retreat. Inspired by the fairy tale The Snow Queen, featuring the part of the Hans Christian Andersen fairy tale where Kay is captured by the Snow Queen and is afflicted by the cursed mirror, and Gerda comes searching for him. Alright. Now I will admit I am not familiar with this story. I have young kids, so if it's not a Disney movie, I probably don't know it very well. I love the trees here on the side of this door. Love that. I do know that Frozen was supposed to be modeled after this story, but there were significant changes. I do know that. I love this winter forest they've created inside of this entryway. And the bat! You guys know I love bats. This can be a difficult house to work with because the inside and the outside are so different. Inside you've got this Dwemer architecture from, Markarth, the Reach area. And outside is just this lovely open frozen lake. And yes, there's, Dwemer. Oh, wow. That looks so good. When you go out over the ice, there are spots that you can look down and see the Dwemer architecture under the ice. But generally, this is just an open frozen lake. This is so pretty. I like the addition of the clockwork fabricant trees there. The blue ones, they're so pretty. I love the fabricant trees. Snowmen. Snow Argonian. That one a Snow Khajiit. Now these are... Oh, hi. Hi, friend. These are not cobbled, the snowmen. They are from the New Life. You can get them from the New Life furnishing pack. I believe you can also buy them separately for crowns. Oh, I see Alinor greenhouse in the background there. Our little ice birdbark with his little tongue sticking out. Love it. Let's just admire the architecture here for a minute before we go inside. I see Alinor walls and Markarth pieces. And those grates along the windows are from Clockwork City, I believe. I think that's what those are. Yes, the scavenged grating wide from Clockwork City. And the ice flows. All of the glowies. If you guys don't know by now, the way to my heart is through glowies. Love it. These moonlit vines are one of my favorite furnishing items. I cannot wait to go inside there and see all of the details of this. Oh, we've got a little fun over here. Cute little detail. Of course, our Indrix and Phaedra looking at the map, trying to figure out where the heck she is. Anything in our cart? Oops. Nothing in the cart, nothing wrong with that. Beryl, do you want to build a snowman? It doesn't have to be a snowman. I'm not gonna lie, Frozen is one of my favorite movies. Okay, I love it. Don't judge me. I get very, very excited when my daughter asks to watch it. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and head inside. Oh, wow. The combination of the ice and the crystals, and then the warm colors as well, from the rug and these Markarth pieces, just work so well. that little bit of contrast. We've got all the blue light. What book do we have here? Crow and Raven, 3 short fables. Ice on the Lamps. Yeah, so these are Telvanni lamps, actually. Telvanni Scott's Organic Azure. So they are meant to be like the mushrooms with the little tendrils that hang down. But they work really, really well in an icy build because they do look like icicles hanging off of the lamp. Also seen them used as jellyfish. I like the combination of these big glow flowers with the little void blooms. That works so well. Ooh, we have another book here. What are we reading or writing? Proposal Schools of Magic. I see stairs. Okay, let's just take a peek at that architecture there. We have stairs going up behind these ice flows. I am very, very curious to go up those stairs, but I want to finish exploring the downstairs first. Take a peek over here. I love these giant icicle items. Those are from the Somerset Achievement Vendor. They are the Crystal Tower Key replica. One thing I don't love about them is you cannot turn off the lighting effect. And they are very bright, especially if you have more than one in an area. Very bright. This must be our Snow Queen's throne. Can we sit? Am I the Snow Queen? Alright, so this is where Kay is captured by the Snow Queen and is afflicted by the cursed mirror, and Gerda comes searching for him. So, not being familiar with this story, I am going to guess that our frozen person here is Kay. Are the floating crystal pieces here maybe the cursed mirror? And then Phaedra out by the Indrix is maybe Gerda coming to look for our frozen friend here? Not being familiar with the story, that is my interpretation from the description that we've been given. Mostly just going to pay attention to the architecture and all the little details. All of the glowies, whoops, curtains in my face. All the little glowies, all of the ice and snow pieces used in this build. And the Alinor walls are the nice white marble. Take a peek through here. Looks to be our kitchen. I love that detail. We've got a little bowl underneath the tap from the keg. I love that. Very rich feeling kitchen, all the different foods and spices. It is very warm in here despite the cold in the rest of the build. Oh, and I like this. I love this sink. That is so clever. So we've got this water trough. I believe that is a crown item. And then there's this dwarven relief. We've got 2 of those. But this one is sunk into this Eleanor... Where is it? Oh, I just missed it. The Eleanor fountain that is used as the water falling into the sink. And I love that. And we've got the dishes in there that look like they're being washed or ready to be washed at least. I love that. And I like the use of this windowsill to store the extra baking dishes. Now, this is not a contest. I'm not judging anything, but I'm in kind of judge mode because I was just judging one. So I'm going to kindly point out this bowl here is floating a bit in your windowsill. It's a little bit weird to go from judging a house or judging a housing contest to just touring them and showcasing them. Because like in my head right now, every time I see like a floater or things clipping awkwardly, I'm like, that's a point off and that's a point off. But I'm not actually judging. We are here just admiring the incredible talent of the housing community. And sometimes that includes clipping. We're going to look at this real quick. Got this, what is that? The Dwarven End Table with the Dwemer star chart on top of it. Very pretty. I love that music box. I can barely hear the music box. That's on my end. My volume's all wonky. Fine. Is there anything inside the Jester's box? Can I reach the Jester's box? No. Okay. So another little thing that I love is when people hide stuff inside of the Jester's coffers. Absolutely not required by any means, but it makes me happy. We are heading up these stairs. Oh, we've got the Celestial Nimbus. I missed that from down below. Celestial Nimbus. And then... Okay. Off to the side here, looks like we have what is probably the Snow Queen's bedroom. Nice little vanity cobbled together. Candlestick is floating a smidge. And this must be our changing area. Love it. This is so very well done. It's hard enough building castles with walls. I cannot imagine trying to build a castle with ice flows instead of walls or ceilings or, actual pieces that are meant to be made into a building. Cannot imagine doing that. What is behind this door? Another bedroom. This one feels a little bit cozier than the other one. It doesn't have the giant ice spike coming up through the middle. Oh, I like that. We've got our little ceremonial altar. Moth Priest Cleansing Bowl is what it's actually called. On top of an Eleanor fireplace to make this kind of wash basin. And then we've got our little halalu towels and wash your face. Very nice. We'll close that door. And behind this one. This must be our bathroom. Okay. This, I'm guessing, is going to be the sink. The ivory piece as the soap. Must be very tall people in this house. Now, I will admit, I tend to make my characters on the short end of things. But that is a very tall sink. There, our washcloths are floating a little bit there. And our shower. Lovely. We've got this wedding gazebo. Probably another Eleanor fountain up there. It might not let me find it. That's fine. Oh, it was. Another Eleanor fountain for the water falling down from the ceiling. Our shower here. And our lovely magical bathtub. I like the flower petals in this. I do. I like the flower petals added to that. That is a nice painting. Very pretty. Close that door. I don't see any other doors up here, so let's head back down those stairs. Ooh, that made me dizzy. It's fine. It's fine. I didn't see any other doors down here either. Oops, sorry, friend. So let's head back out this door. We'll close it behind us. If I can target it. There it is. Now when we got here it was activated, so we will leave it that way. Oh, I missed the little frozen guar. Hi, little ice guar. It's so cute. Oh, and there's a crab over there. I missed the crab too. Okay. And then off to this side. Saw this greenhouse. Take a peek at this side of the house. A celestial nimbus. Very nice. What is in here? We've got our little ice bear mount and cub. And fish for them to eat. So well taken care of. Hello, friend. I would love to pet you. This is me pretending like I'm petting you. Pet, pet, pet. I love this. I like the lanterns and this Varla stone to create, we've got the blue light from the Varla stone that's kind of counteracted by the yellow light from the lanterns. It makes it very well lit without being too warm or too cool. Alright, let's run around the back here. Not anticipating finding much more to this build. But there is a little cave down here, so let's peek down there really quickly. Okay. So this is kind of what I mentioned earlier, where if you look underneath the ice, you can see some of the Dwemer ruins. That is part of the house that was not added. The skeleton over here, though, he was added. And then our Noble Knight's Rest. Very nice. I'm always a little bit disappointed when people don't make use of this cave. But this is also one of those houses that it's difficult if you're, cobbling your own castle together. It's difficult to save enough spaces to properly make use of the cave without just making it feel like it's an afterthought. I think I have seen everything here. Stare at that for a moment. Take in the glowies. This is Dadpin's Forsaken Stronghold, inspired by A Christmas Carol. This is based on the Charles Dickens book and movies, A Christmas Carol. What does it take to change the heart of the most miserable miser that ever was, Ebenezer Scrooge, who loved hoarding money over everything? Bah humbug. Perhaps he needed to be reminded of who he was and of what he had lost. A love of his life. For what? Money. Maybe he needed to be shown what he had become and how it affected others around him, like his employee, Bob Cratchit's sick son, Tiny Tim, or to see what would become of him if he stayed on the path he was on. How many links would there be in his chain waiting down below with his old partner Marley? Will Scrooge open his heart again before it's too late and find the Christmas spirit? Alright, so Christmas Carol, Ebenezer Scrooge, Tiny Tim, Bob Cratchit, Marley. This Forsaken Stronghold. Got the eerie green light. Oh, this feels like it's going to be another story walkthrough. Like the King Arthur one, which was also Dadpin. Oop, bumped my mouse, sorry. So this looks like bank, piles of money, the safe in the wall, little coffer, the ledgers, keys, scale. I really like this detail where we've got these, what are these? The Leowin bookcases. They are tall bookcases. They, I think, would fill this room from floor to ceiling. But what Dadpin has done is sunk them down a bit and then taken another one and turned it around to cut off kind of the bottom shelves. So you have this custom built unit here where you have the bookshelves on the top and then maybe cabinets for the bottom, maybe just it's a continuation of this wood shelf that goes around the room. And I really like that detail. This is where Scrooge works. Okay. I thought so. I couldn't remember if it was a bank or something else. Hey, Mira. So I like this. This is probably going to be Bob Cratchit's seat. And we head out. That door was already open. I feel like this is another story walkthrough, like the King Arthur one. So gonna be directed along the path that we need to go. And I love this little detail here. So this is the bank. We've got the treasure box there, and we have the high aisle windows, but they also, check this out, have these Deadlands portcullis in front of the windows as like the bars across the bank's windows. Such a great little detail. I love the detail of the bars across the window though. That makes me happy. the illusion here of somebody's house, probably. This little city walkway. I think that's the Fargrave balcony there. Oh, it's not. Oh, okay. I thought that was going to be the Fargrave balcony with the supports, but it's not. It is these orcish tents and platforms to create that overhanging house for the cityscape, and I love that. Love that so much. We've got the Deadlands stairs again as the roof, the shingles. I've got snow falling in my face. It's very immersive. All of that snow falling down. Piling up along the sides here. Oh, take a peek through there. Another house. We've got our little snowman. What is here? Oh, there's so much to this build. Oh my goodness, what's in the window here? We've got a doll up top, it looks like, and all the garlands. See the tree through the window. And this looks like a door that we can go through. Maybe. No. Okay, it looks like interactions have been turned off. So, Christmas tree through there. We will just look through the window and admire. And this window is made of a few display cases cobbled together. It wasn't until recently that we got actual, like, see-through window items, and we still only have a couple. Love that so much. Very, very cozy, warm, Christmassy vibes. I like the little triangle banners across. Oh, which way do we go? I'm gonna peek in here. See the stick across, leaning against the wall there, which makes me feel like this is going to be Bob Cratchit's house, and that is Tiny Tim's little walking stick. Laundry hanging up. I think that's exactly what that is Tiny Tim's little walking stick. It is good. We've got stairs and nowhere to go. Broom. It makes me so very sad that there are only 2 brooms in the game, and one of them is a crown item. That is this one here. That is the, I think the most simple looking broom, is the crown one, and then we have a Dwemer one that you can get from the Markarth home goods vendor. And it seems like, I feel like this item should not be a crown item. It's not very much crowns. It's only like 15 or something. 10 or 15, I think. But just give me my broom. Oh, goodness. Alright. Peek up through this portcullis. Don't see anything up there. I love the snow on that walkway. nice little market area. And then let me back up a little bit and take a peek at this ominous looking building. Gargoyle and the statues and the lion head. Something tells me that this is Mr. Scrooge's house. Can you get up here? Ooh, I feel like that's a very tight fit. People are going to bump their head on that. I'm short, so it doesn't matter, but other people who are not as short as me are going to bump their head on that. Oh, oh, oh. Okay. We seem to have fallen through the carpet. I was not expecting that. It probably was cheaper that way. The house owner is Scrooge. Okay, so this then is going to be fell asleep and are seeing visions. Right. So this is going to be the scene then where Scrooge is being shown visions from his past. Oh, past, present, and future. So this would be where he lost the love of his life because of money. I don't remember the specifics of what happened there, but money won out over love. Present is going to be Tiny Tim. And how Scrooge's love of money and selfishness is affecting the people around him. Future. Tiny Tim's death. I see a hole in the floor here and I'm a little bit scared, not gonna lie. Hello, sir. Are you meant to be Marley? Are you meant to be my old partner, come to teach me all the ways that I am failing in my life? The grave of Scrooge. Ah, let's go down the hole. Let's go down the hole. All right. Ooh, okay. Okay. This is very, very ominous. We've got the chains here. What am I walking on? Is that those Blood Mage crystals? It is. The Harrowstorm Mists with the red. Oh, okay. I like this. This is already very, creepy and ominous. And then we come to this wall that it's a rug in front of the walkway so that we cannot prepare and see what is beyond. So we just have to walk through blindly and see what is behind that. The version of this that you're most familiar with is the Muppet version. I'm most familiar with the Scrooge McDuck version. Alright, what's here? Zoom in. Oh, it's stairs. Would you look at that? Dadpin is very great at directing you through their builds. Oh, okay, and so this now is going to be I was looking for Tiny Tim's walking stick. But this is going to be then, what, Scrooge's house after he has changed his ways, had a change of heart. Got in the Christmas spirit. What book do we have here? From Old Life to New. Oh, that is so fitting. So fitting. A good ending, yes. Such a cozy room here. The tree, and of course our Ouroboros wreath. Very nice, and I love the sweet rolls. Such a fun build. Great walkthrough, great storytelling. So very well done. This is Valen 1's Stay Moist Mansion, inspired by Alice in Wonderland. It says, if I had a world of my own, everything would be nonsense. Nothing would be what it is, because everything would be what it isn't. I invite you to a world where there is no such thing as time, and every creature lends themselves to change your state of mind. And the girl that chased the rabbit, drank the wine and took the pill, has locked herself in limbo to see how it truly feels. I adore Alice in Wonderland. Absolutely adore it. So I'm very excited about this. Okay. Oh, we've got our white rabbit. Oh, I don't know which way to go for asylum. This is an asylum. Okay. Oh, I love that. Okay. So we've got our build here with the Markarth mirrors as the windows. And this one is open. And they've used this Elsewhere fabric as like tied together sheets or something from the window to escape. And I love that. The letters are really well done too. They are. Let me back up and we'll take a peek at those. Very well done. What did they use for the letters? I want to say books. It is. It's all these different books. So well done. Let's see, can we go through this door? No. Okay, so we cannot peek inside the asylum. That is perfectly fine. Oops, sorry for the vines in your face. I love that though. That is really well done. The open window. And the fabric. Is this meant to be a gutter? I think it is. This pipe here, the clockwork support, I think is meant to be a gutter. And I like it. Okay. Hello, little white rabbit. I am assuming that we go through here. Take a peek and make sure I'm not missing any other little details in this area. Got a game going on here. Getting Nocturne Alley vibes. Wrong story! Wrong story. Okay, and it looks like our little white rabbit did go through here. So, we are following the white rabbit. Oh! Oh, so pretty. I love the fans around this lantern. Getting all the plants in your face. I'm so sorry. You're a fan of that lantern. It seems like that lantern has lots of fans. I love this. Oh, and what do we have here? These are the Eleanor limestone retaining walls and rough platforms for this bridge. The bridge has wheels, and I'm not quite sure why. But we're going with it. I believe that mushroom is meant to be alive. Looks like it has arms. Hey, Rose. And a face. I love this take on the Alice story. Oh, look at the butterflies! They put these, what are they, elsewhere fans? Together and made butterflies. So good. Let's take a peek over here. Oh! Oh, look at that! I love this so much. Okay, this is going to be our tea party, our Mad Hatter's tea party. Got the statue with the hat. I love. I'm going to take a closer peek at that table in just a second. I want to make sure I'm getting everything. This mushroom has a hat. The mushroom has a hat. It seems like an Uncle Shio place. I mean, if it were based on ESO lore, then yes, it could absolutely be an Uncle Shio. He has very, very Mad Hatter vibes. I like the checkered floor as well. Oh my goodness, what's going on over here? Little bantam baby. An army of little statuettes. This is so fun. I love the chair knocked over by the Venus flytrap. Okay, we've got our badger. Oh, that's a little bit gruesome. Our bird with the sacrificial heart, so it looks like the bird has been cut open. Like, great detail. A little bit gruesome. And I appreciate that there is a tart in this box. Another hearty meal. Oh my goodness. The doll in the chair. The teapot with legs. Okay, as I'm looking at this, a lot of the dishes on this plate are a little bit gruesome. Skeleton with the bananas inside. Not sure what happened to this fish here. That is a fish with an apple in its mouth. The Venus flytrap has cheese. The Venus flytrap is eating cheese. I love it. I love it so much. The cheese proves it. Oh, I love this. This is so good. The cheese proves that it's Uncle Shio. Jump over here and peek on this side. Love the pig. The cat on the table. It's a really good cake for this display too. Our Guar with the top hat. I love him. Love him. Do you use Wizard's Wardrobe? I do not. No Dormouse. No Dormouse. That's fine. That's fine. The Dormouse might be under this cup. I love it. Love everything about this. And we've got our caterpillar turned butterfly. It's a terrifying butterfly. And the mushroom with the face. This is so well done. And a hot air balloon with a mime in it. Okay, I'm gonna be a bad guest and jump on the table. Oh, and there's our little white rabbit. So he runs all the way from the front of the build where he leads you into this this wonderland, and he runs all the way back here to sit in the chair. I love that so much. Being a very bad guest, walking over all of the food. Don't mind me. Oh, there's another face here. Those hedges as hair. Rocks and roots maybe as the face. And that awkward, this vampiric container as the eyes of this face. I love that. Oh, and if you look up, there's meant to be dominoes. Very cool. There's a skeleton hanging from the hot air balloon. Do you guys see that? I love that. Oh, that is Bob Ross as a happy little tree. I like that it's got little purple smoke coming out of his mouth. Oh my goodness. I love this so much. All the little details, all the big details. So very well done. Oh, wow. I feel like I have to be missing something here because there are so many details. Very cool. A really nice bridge, right? So really nice. I love it. Oh, goodness. This is luluzealander's Hall of the Lunar Champion. inspired by Hans Christian Andersen tales. This is a compilation build and homage to H.C. Andersen's endearing fairy tales. It contains stories such as Princess and the Pea, The Flying Trunk, Clumsy Hans, The Swineherd, The Nightingale, The Little Mermaid, Thumbelina, and The Tinderbox. I hope you enjoy. Advise visiting during clear weather so the window reflections work, and in first-person view for the best experience, and don't forget the back room through the portal. Okay, so this one does specifically say first person, so I will oblige. I'm not familiar with all of the stories listed, so if anybody is and I miss details, please point them out to me. I love just coming into this library, archive, book storage, whatever it is. A magical book here that maybe brings us to the land of fairy tales. What book do we have here? Litany of Blood. Love the entrance. Same. It is so nice. I've been working on a couple of book builds myself, so this is very kind of familiar feeling, I guess. Love it. And I like the, keep forgetting the names of these, the decorative wall drapes in here. They fit very nicely, add just a little bit of a pop of color. Got these beautiful window reflections. Lovely, lovely. We have been going left for the most part when it is feasible, so let's continue doing that. Love the glowies. Okay, now without being familiar with the story, I'm gonna guess that this one is the Flying Trunk. You know, for reasons. Namely, the trunk that is flying. Ding, ding, ding. Hello, Lulu. This is luluzealander's house, and they have just appeared in chat. So, if I miss any of the details, please feel free to point them out, because I'm not familiar with all of the stories that you listed in your description. So don't forget the one in the first room. Did I miss one in the first room already? You were magically summoned. Through the blue light. Okay, we hadn't gone that way yet. We went left first. So we will go straight through here. This is a standalone one. Okay. This looks like the Princess and the Pea. All the stacked mattresses, and look at that little pea there. Such a tiny little thing to cause so much discomfort. And clearly that is the mark of true royalty, is when you cannot get a good night's sleep because there is something itty-bitty underneath your mattress. How embarrassing. She peed the bed. JT, get out. Get out. Very, very cozy little room. I love the flowers. Okay, that's got one of those feather ferns in there as well. Okay. Don't mind me just peeping at your... Is it not? not letting me target it, but I'm pretty sure that's one of those feather ferns from the Lux vendor. Because I don't think the bouquet natively has those in it. If it does, then I just need to, you know, look at it. The Debella bouquet inside the red guard urns. Okay, so the Debella bouquet has these feather ferns in it? I didn't realize that. I thought it was just the flowers. Good to know. I don't use the bouquets very often. They do. Okay, I thought it was a separate item. Oh, I see it now. It's not the feather ferns, it's actual, like, peacock feathers. Got it. Alright. I have those items, I just don't use them very often. Very pretty mirror. Yeah, so we've got our princess and the pea. Very cozy room there. Very well done. Oops, stepping through the blue light. And we will head back to the left. I love the glowies and just the way this path is laid out. Alright, so we determined this is the flying trunk. This is a story I am not familiar with. Head through here. Little goat. Oh, what happened here? We have a little house here. The bucket is your feeble attempt to make a broken clog. Clog like the shoe? Some people think JT Get Out is my full name. Okay. So is this then meant to be Clumsy Hans, who has lost his shoe? I am not familiar with that story either. I mentioned earlier that if it's not a Disney movie, I probably don't get it. I have young children. So if it's not a Disney movie, I probably don't know it. He didn't lose his shoe, but it is. Okay, so this is meant to be Clumsy Hans, which is a story I am not familiar with. I'm glad that you're here. Love the little goat walking up and down that pathway. Clumsy Hans rides a goat, finds a dead crow, a broken clog and mud, and serves it up to the princess in the castle. Oh. Okay then. She loves it so much, he beats all the other boasty suitors and he becomes the king. Interesting. Okay. So we've got our goat running around, we've got the broken clog, the dead crow, the mud, and the castle. I'm gonna have to do some fairy tale reading. I feel like I should have, like, read my fairy tale books before I looked at these houses. Interesting. Alright, this one, I'm going to take a stab in the dark and say this is the swineherd. They're little piggies. I love the piggies. I appreciate that they are in the order that you listed them in the description. That makes it a little bit easier. Very nice. I love the little pigsty. These pigs look so happy. And so we've got his bed in there. Also a fun story. I will have to check it out. Our halalu shed. Next, we've got the nightingale. Oh, HC Tails. I like that. That's a very nice little scene. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit so I can fully appreciate it. Got the window boxes and the mushrooms and our little jerboa. And the music box that looks like a little house up there on the hill. Lovely, lovely. And what is that distortion effect there? This house is like a magical travel. So many fairy tales. Yes. What is causing that effect? Oh, that's just the portal there. Oh, right. I forgot what house we're in. We are in the Hall of the Lunar Champion that has the 3 portals off to the sides, one on each side and one straight ahead. I didn't realize that that had such a big distortion effect. Okay, should we go through there now or come back to it? It's just magic. Go through there now. Okay. So we will go through the portal. Don't jump over the wall. Well, now that you said that, I want to. Oh, this is so pretty. You'll get stuck. Noted. Noted. So this is going to be the nightingale. Assuming that this bird in the cage here that you have cobbled together is going to be our nightingale. I vaguely remember this story, I think. Something about a king or prince or somebody was walking one day and heard this beautiful song, and they sent their people out to capture this bird so that they could have the song available to them all the time. And they brought the nightingale back, and it would not sing in the cage. And it would not sing, and it would not sing until they released it again. If I'm remembering the story correctly, at least. It's been a long time since I've heard that one. This is a really pretty scene out here. I love the use of the tribute tapestries, just turning them around and using them as this white wall. So very nice. Roughly sums it up, yes. Okay. Like I said, it's been a long time since I've heard that one, but I do recognize the story. And that is a really, really nice bird. We've got the keys from, I want to say that's Clockwork City. Clockwork Globe. All the quills. All the quills. The skeleton key. And then the iron. Very, very clever bird creation. Oops. All of your slots are feathers. Yeah, that's a lot of feathers. Very creative. I love the bird. I love the bird. Alright, let's head back through. I believe next on our list is the Little Mermaid. Let's see if we can find that one. I am familiar with that. Oh wait, if you look into the garden, I can turn around. I can go back through. Look into the garden, you find the mermaid. Oh, okay. Stuck. It's fine. Okay, so that is our mermaid. Pretty clear. That one's not hiding at all. Okay, but you told me not to jump over the fence, and I really want to. You made it a bit of a maze. No, it's fine. It's fine. If I hadn't found it here, and if you were not here to point me to it, I would have realized at the end that I had not found the Little Mermaid yet, and I would have come back through and I would have found it. I love it. So we've got our mermaid and the glowies. Very nicely done. Alright, now we will head back through, and that means that Thumbelina should be next. Oh, okay. I see. Got all of these. I'm going to jump up in the flower box. I'm sorry, I'm such a bad house guest. We've got our little, is that a shoe? Forget. I think she sleeps in a shoe. And her little statuette as Thumbelina. That's so cute. Very nicely done. I love the colorful lights on the window boxes. Ashu, bless you. Oh, and this is such a pretty little scene over here. The water and all the glowy plants, and of course our little bug flying around. I believe it was a flower petal in the original story. Okay. There are so many different versions of it that I think everyone has their own. That plant is, or that bed is a plant in this particular instance. Is the flowered niche cabbage. The water effects are always so cool. They really are. I find that I am being very drawn towards everybody's little water features. I don't think I've seen any two that are significantly similar. They are all so very different, and I love it. She gets stolen by a toad. Okay, so this is going to be our toad friend that steals her. I want to say there's a fairy, a fairy, who flies on a dragonfly mount. That would be our little dragonfly mount there. I love this. Such a nice little water feature. Very fun. I'm gonna look up. I'm gonna fall off the bridge. This is fine. Along the way, she meets lots of animals and insects who help her. Okay. animals and insects to help. Oh, and you've got the moon and the stars. So very nice. So dragonfly, mushrooms. Okay, so these must be little critters that help her. Okay. Very fun. Oh! There's a face in there. I don't know if you know this, but there's a head in your build. It only surprised me a little bit. That's from the next story. I was gonna say, I didn't remember there being a head in Thumbelina. So this should be from the tinderbox then. Is another story I am not familiar with. Ooh. Oh. Is that a cat? I love his teeth. A dog. Okay. It's a dog. I love his teeth. I love that they're uneven, because it looks more realistic that way. Eyes. Got a mushroom for his tongue and mushrooms for his face. I love it. And his little fuzzy nose. Concerningly fuzzy. He might want to get that checked out. I don't think dog noses are supposed to be that fuzzy. It's a fun story. I am getting the feeling that I'm going to need to read some fairy tales. One of your favorites? I will have to check it out. Alright, and that brings us through the vines back to the entrance. Alright, was there anything that we missed? Any details that you would like to call my attention to? Because I would love to revisit them since you are here to direct. Nope, saw it all perfect. I love the pea in here. Little pea under the mattress. Thanks so much for touring it. Now, thank you so much for sharing it. I absolutely love the opportunity to come look at everybody's houses, all these amazing creations. The creativity, I've said it time and time again, and I will never stop saying it. The creativity in the ESO housing community, it takes my breath away. Absolutely incredible. And so many of the builds that I've seen already today are making me want to dig back into my books and read the things that I recognize and can't quite place because it's been so long since I've read the story. And I love it. These are all so well done. This is Unktom's Tel Galen, inspired by Sleeping Beauty's Castle. Alright. So, Sleeping Beauty. Got this creepy green light. I love those coat of flowers so much. I use those in a lot of my builds. Not right away we've got these skulls sticking out of the trees. So this is meant to be inspired by Sleeping Beauty's castle, but it feels like maybe the ominous side of the story. Like, she's already pricked her finger. What's over here? Fruit stand. Okay. A little Nixad flying around. I like that the door over here has been barred off. They've got, what did they even put in there? Got the door and then using the canopy for that bar across the door. Such a nice, creepy feeling here. Yes. Very nice and creepy. Those coda lights do a great job of accomplishing that kind of very creepy lighting. Such a nice green. And then we've got some of these wisps as well. And then the Cold Harbor flowers. Glowing thistle. Just checking out the architecture. Okay, so again, I am most familiar with the Disney version of Sleeping Beauty. And so to me, this feels like the scene after Sleeping Beauty has pricked her finger on the spindle and the town has fallen into a deep sleep. And it has this very kind of creepy, ominous green feeling to it that matches the scene that we're seeing here. So that is what this feels like to me. So she has fallen into a deep sleep, and the town has fallen into a deep sleep along with her, and I forget how long she is asleep for. I want to say it's... Off the top of my head, it's either 100 or 1,000 years. And so, the town becomes overgrown, and it's probably not that long. I don't remember now. But that is exactly what this feels like here. What's in here? You are not asleep. Love the falling sign. Great touch. Yes. What is this? Oh. I don't know what you are. This kind of feels like the cake that the fairy godmothers were trying to make. Maybe not. Even look silent, very eerie. Yes. Not... Melted ice cream. Is that Maleficent's pet bird? Most likely, yes. Which is what makes me think that that is kind of meant to be the fairy's cake attempt. But what is Mizik doing here? What's behind the curtain? Oh. What? I have concerns. Something is trying to come through that door. Don't open the door. I have to. It's an... Oh. Jesus. There's a face in that mirror. Oh my goodness. What the heck? You love the jump scares. I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. Poison apple is... I had to check which fairy tale this is supposed to be, because the poison apple is Snow White, not Sleeping Beauty. Right? Might have been testing, but yeah, okay, we've got to see if I can open the door. Looks like no. Interactions are not on, at least for that door. Could you imagine being able to turn off interactions for one thing specifically? That would be amazing. I'm not entirely sure what's going on down here. Let's get back to the rest of the build. Maybe this will make sense. Like I said, I am mostly familiar with the Disney version of this story, so there may be some things that I am just not quite getting because they were scrubbed out of the Disney version. Also the face in the mirror, yeah, feels very mirror on the wall, which is a very Snow White thing. And let's keep poking around and see what else we can find. If I could, you know, not walk into doors. Is that stew pot all one piece? Most likely, yes. Let's go find it. Stew pot. Whee! This one here is a vampiric cauldron distilled coagulant. And yes, that is all one piece there. So they've added the Dibella statuette and this Dibella flower. But you can see when I highlight the flower, everything that is blue there is one piece. So this whole thing, the cauldron and this glass piece behind it, is all part of the same thing. Alright, let's keep going. Another boarded off door. Demon chicken. Seems fitting. I like the headless statue over by the arch with the gate as kind of a topper. It looks like that gate could be lowered down to block off that archway. As, you know, like closing the gate, like it's one that raises and lowers instead of opening out. I don't know if that's actually what the intention is, but that's how it works in my head. Okay, let's go inside the main house here and see what we can see. There's our spindle right away in the entrance. Imagine plot twist if Maleficent is also the queen from Snow White. I could see it. I could see it. Okay, so even this scene here, we have our spindle, we have this, I'm not sure who the bust is supposed to represent. It kind of feels like it's meant to represent Maleficent. Like it's got that kind of spiky feeling to it. But this scene here even feels like Snow White. Like, this is how Snow White is, in the Disney version at least, this is how she is found in the forest by the prince. So this kind of feels like a combination of Sleeping Beauty and Snow White. Which I don't hate. I will say that. I don't hate it. It's just, it's messing with my brain to try to figure out which pieces are from which. That's a neat cobble, though. We've got the, which monster face is that? Mephala. So we've got the spawn of Mephala. We've got the factotum bust there. We've got the witch's corpse for the legs, and the clothier's form for the dress. And so that's a really neat cobble. Maybe it's supposed to be Snow White and they just called it the wrong thing. Yeah, but there's the spindle as well, and the spindle is not part of Snow White. And so it feels like a combination of the two stories. And I don't see anywhere else to go from here. A very creative cobble. Yes, agreed. What book? Oh, this is a portal here. We can go through here. What's in there? What's in there? Oh. I bet that's supposed to be Maleficent. That, I don't know what I was expecting going through there, but it was not that. It was not that. Alrighty then. Okay. I like this little detail here. We've got the rose banners from the Silver Rose. Silver Rose, I forget which dungeon has the Silver Rose in it. That's an achievement vendor item. And we've got these rose petals on the floor and what kind of looks like rose petals falling from the sky. And Sleeping Beauty, the princess's name, is Briar Rose. Red Petal Bastion, thank you. So I like that little kind of Easter egg there with the roses. Okay, I am going to run back through here, make sure I didn't miss any little nooks and crannies. I don't see anywhere else to go from here. Looks like both of the walls are blocked off that way. There are a couple other rooms in this house, but it looks like they have been pretty thoroughly blocked off. Let me just run back through here real quick. See if there are any other little details that I missed. Oh, there's a plant coming up from the well, and a couple of coins in the bucket for the well. That's a nice little detail. What do you have? A bowl of milk, maybe? Spilled milk? Yeah, I think I'm gonna say that this feels very much like a combination of Snow White and Sleeping Beauty. I think Mizik is meant to be the huntsman from Snow White, and that's what this head on the wall is to help show that he's the huntsman. So, yeah. Yep, I think that is what's happening. And I do like that. I like the combination. It's messing with my head. This is Rubitete's Antiquarian Alpine Gallery, titled A Storyteller's Home. Find 9 fairy tales by the Brothers Grimm, King Arthur's Round Table, the study of the storyteller and storytelling situations like a D&D round. Find it in and outside. Alright, lots of things to see here. I'm excited. That inside and out, so we're going to poke around the outside first, and then we will head inside and see what kind of goodies we can find. This is such a fun house to work with. We've got Brothers Grimm, King Arthur, study of a storyteller and storytelling situations like D&D. We'll see if we can pinpoint any specific tales. I seem to be fairly bad at that, though. So we may just focus on the amazing details of some of these builds. Got coins here leading the way to this donkey. Hey, Ison, thank you for the follow. And Lulu, thank you for the follow as well. Hardly remember any Brother Grimm stories. Same. How did I not follow? It happens. And it is entirely possible you did follow, and Twitch did the unfollow thing. It does that periodically. It's very annoying. There doesn't seem to be a rhyme or reason to it. There have been a number of times that I go check out somebody's stream that I know I was following, and suddenly I'm not following anymore. Happens all the time. Hello, little goat. Oh, are you gonna come eat the cabbage? The lettuce? You are? Oh, I love that. I love that. He comes down here and eats, and I love it. That's so cute. Okay, this looks like it's probably King Arthur. We've got Excalibur in the stone. And the round table. Admiral Shiomi, hello. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Lovely, lovely details. This is the same table and chairs that were used in the last King Arthur build that we saw as well. And I like the Craglorn sconces there. Whoop! Don't mind me, just not watching where I'm going, falling off the side. Okay, we're gonna take a peek this way. Ooh, okay. There's a lot to see in this build. We are gonna head up the hill first, and then we will go across the water. And I run a little bit, because that's a big house. This is made out of those, the shutters. Such a pretty, pretty blue. Our chopping block and our pile of wood. Let's see if we can go through this door. We can. Oh, this is Little Red Riding Hood. We've got the wolf in the bed who ate Grandma. And the basket of goodies that Red was bringing to Grandma. Love that. Okay. Okay. That's really, really clever. Cute. Cute. Close the door behind us. I'm gonna run up here just to make sure I'm not missing anything. Don't see anything else tucked in up here. We'll run back down. Zoom, zoom, zoom. And we are gonna go across the water there. Let's take a peek in this well first. Ooh, what's this? Statue. That is a statue. What do we have in the well? A frog. There's a frog in the well. I very, very vaguely have a memory of a story about a well, and I cannot remember it, so I don't know if that's what this is meant to be. It was like I saw the well, and I went, oh, I know that story, and then I can't actually remember any of the story. It's the ring? I don't think I believe you. But also, if anybody knows any references that I am missing, please, please feel free to point them out to me. Okay, this looks like it could be the study of the storyteller, perhaps? What books do we have here? Ancient Scrolls, Guide to Dwemer. Those may have just been books that they had on hand and not specific to this build. Okay. Yeah, so I think that might be the study of the storyteller. Don't see anything tucked in over here. So let's head back to the front and we will go through the front door. I love the Red Riding Hood Grandma's cabin up there. I love that. A bench over here by the tree. I always forget what this house actually looks like natively because I have mine like partly reskinned. take a quick peek over here, just to make sure. Do not immediately see anything. Alright, let's head through the front door. Alright, alright. I'm intrigued. This is most likely our D&D campaign. I love it. We've got the statuettes as everybody's individual figures. We've got our DM seat with his divider and the dice. Everybody's character sheets. Very nice. All right. Peek over here. Not sure if this is meant to be just a seating area or one of the fairytales. Love the D&D campaign table. It's so well done. I've seen a few different takes on these and it's always so much fun. So much fun. Right, we are going to look this way first. I've been going kind of left to right when we can. Oh, they've built like an entire little house in here. Oh. Okay. We've got that green glow that I love so much. They've built an entire house here. This feels like it's probably going to be Hansel and Gretel. Anybody else getting that feeling? So that happened. We've got the witch peeking around the side there. That is so creepy and so well done. I should know by now to be wary of rugs. I have not yet learned my lesson. Oh, that is good. That is so good. That witch is so well done there. Oh. Alright. Can we get out of here? I think we have to port back out. I don't see a way out. That's fine. That's fine. It's a trap. I think you guys just like seeing me get jump scared on stream. Okay, so I'm going to port back to the entrance of the house. I think that's the only way out of there. Love of desserts is dangerous. Okay, so now that I know that is there, I'm gonna come over here real quick. I'm going to open... Oh, okay, no. You can't get through the door. Got it. Okay. I was gonna say, I'm gonna open the door and not actually walk through, but the rug is before the door. Okay. Okay, so we're going back to the entrance again. Take 3! This is fine. Okay, so we are not doing that again. We are stopping at the stairs. That rug is... Oh, you can actually open the door. Now I feel bad. Hang on. Close it. I did manage to open the door. Look at me go. Yeah, that is very well done. Alright, so the door is a trap. So we've got Hansel and Gretel. Love that. Continue going left to right around the room. paintings. What do we have over here? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. This feels like it is probably meant to be Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Because we've got one big chair here and 7 little stools. One big bowl and 7 little bowls. And the dwarves were miners. So that, I think, is what this is meant to be. And that door should... No, that's not the back door. Where does that go? Oh, that's cute. Okay. So we've got the window scene there that is like the peaceful forest where the dwarves live. And then this is going to be like their path to the mines. Or something along those lines. I like that. I like that. This, I think, is also Snow White. Because that looks like a poison apple. And the mirror on the wall. And also in the original tale, there was a poison brush. Or a comb or something. So I feel like this is maybe part of the same scene there, perhaps. Same story, at least. Let's go up these stairs. What do we have up here? Okay, so yeah, this is all part of Snow White. Okay. Apple on the pillow. Very, very clever. Alright. What do we have back here? This kind of makes me feel like Cinderella. I love the little pumpkin carriage and the jerboa. That is so freaking cute. So cute. And Cinderella's dress. Love that. The mushroom, the factotum pieces, the flowers. Very nice. Apparently I know a lot more of these stories than I thought. Alright, so that is Cinderella. We've got 1, 2 more scenes maybe? What's up these stairs? I bet this is going to be Sleeping Beauty. Overgrown, kind of rosy, briary looking vines. Yep, there we go. We've got Sleeping Beauty. All the overgrown, sleeping for so long. What is this book? Book Battle of Glenumbran Moors. Can I reach the Jester's coffer? Is there anything in there? Anything? No. It's fine. Alright. I like that we've got the little dragon skull. I don't know about in the Brothers Grimm version. I've said this before. I'm more familiar with the Disney version. And in the Disney version, Maleficent turns into a dragon. I like the stool knocked over by the spindle. Very nicely done. We'll head back out here, close these doors behind us, and it was glowing when we got here. There we go. Back down. And to the left. I'm not sure if this one is supposed to be a specific story or just kind of a setting where you might read a bedtime story. Okay, so they said find 9 fairy tales by Brothers Grimm, King Arthur's Round Table, study of storyteller and storytelling situations. So we had the Knights of the Round Table. We had Red Riding Hood. We had the study. We've got the D&D table. We've got Hansel and Gretel. And Snow White. And Cinderella. And Sleeping Beauty. That's 8. What am I missing? Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty. Snow White. Making sure that I can count. Hang on. There's whatever the one is with the donkey that I don't know what it is. So we head back out. And to the side here, there is the scene with the goat and the donkey, and I do not know what this is referencing. But I am going to assume that this is the 9th one. If anybody knows what this is referencing, please let me know. But otherwise, I think I have seen everything.